This is a demo showcasing multiplayer networking over localhost in Gato. Here I'm going to open two instances of our game. One will be the host and one will be the client. As you can see, we have editable player state for the player's name, as well as the IP address to connect to if they are trying to connect to another server rather than hosting. We have now created a server. The host is able to move around in the server immediately, although they cannot access the rest of the level. The invisible wall preventing them from progressing is our lobby system. The button in the right-hand corner, when pressed by clicking E, will disable the lobby system and start the level. Also notice how the time is paused when in the lobby, and the best time is default set to NA when a game has not been played yet on the server. We will give the peer a different name, and make sure it connects over the local host IP address. We have also tested multiplayer between two different Sialm machines and it works as well. Now both players are in the game. Notice how their movements, animations and rotations are perfectly replicated across the network. They are both still in the lobby and will be unable to progress until the start button is clicked. Player 2 pressed E, and now the invisible wall's collision area has been disabled for both players, effectively starting the game. Notice how the timer has now begun for both players as well, and is replicated across networking. When player 2 picks up the power-up, they gain a single double jump to use. Notice how the power-up disappears when player 2 picks it up, both for player 2, and for the host. When the host walks over to try to pick up the power-up, it is no longer visible, and the host can no longer gain the power-up effect from walking over its old area. Player 2 is now going to press the end level button. This teleports both the players back to the lobby, which is replicated over networking. Notice how the best time records both players' times and is replicated across networking. The current time is also frozen and reset to 0 for both players. The invisible wall is now present again for both players, effectively putting them back in the lobby state. If we press the start button again, we will start another match of the game. This will start the timer again and make the invisible wall disappear again. If the new best time a player gets it lower than the previous best time, the best GUI will be updated to reflect that. Notice how we are now once again in our lobby state. This is our gameplay loop when in multiplayer mode. Player 2 is now going to quit the game. This will close the window for player 2, while allowing the host and any remaining peers to continue playing the game on the server gracefully. Notice how player 2's model disappears and the host is still able to play the game without them. You also just saw how our lava pit will teleport any player back to spawn if they fall in it. This is also replicated by proxy over networking since player position is replicated over networking as well. We are now going to try to reconnect player dynamically while a game is already in progress. The new peer is able to gracefully join the already in progress game and begin playing with the host. Notice how the best time updates for both players, showing that our state is still being replicated even for the player that joined into the game dynamically.